Hello dear students, in the previous class we have seen how SCADA works and what are the different components of the SCADA. In today's session we are going to see the standard SCADA configuration. There are two distinct layers in the SCADA system. One is a client layer, another one is the data server layer. Client layer that caters to the MMI and the data server layer that handles the most of the data control activities. The data servers communicate with the RTUs and are connected to them either directly or via networks or field buses that are proprietary or non-proprietary, means either it is a owned or open one. Okay, data servers are connected to each other and to client to stations via LAN, that is local area network. Okay, so the master stations and the RTUs are connected in number of different ways. Many ways are there, so that we will see one by one. The first one is single master station configuration. Here the master station is only one. So in this category there are three subcategories. First one is single master station and single RTU. Second one is single master station and multiple RTUs. And the third one is single master station with multiple RTUs in multi-drop circuit. We will see one by one. You see here the first figure A. Here it is nothing but single master station and single RTU. You can see here clearly one master station is there and one RTU is there, directly it is connected. So it is called as single master station and single RTU. Coming to the next one, that is single master station and multiple RTUs. You can see here RTU is RTU1, RTU2, RTUN till number of RTUs are connected to a single master station. This is called as single master station, multiple RTUs. Coming to the third one, here you can see same as second one, but here RTUs are connected in multi-drop circuit. Multi-drop circuit means the connection to the master station is one. It is having number of tappings to connect the RTUs. See, number of RTUs are 1 to n number of RTUs are connected in a multi-drop circuit. These three things are of single master station configuration. Coming to the second one, that is multiple master station configuration. Here second category there are four subcategories. The first one is single dual ported RTU radial circuit. Second one is multiple RTUs multi-drop circuit. Third one is multiple master station and multiple single ported RTUs. And the fourth one is multiple master stations and multiple dual ported RTUs. We will see one by one. The first one is single dual ported RTU. Dual ported RTU, you can see two ports are there in this RTU and this RTU is connected to two master stations. So it is what? Multiple master station. The master stations are more than one here. So the single RTU with the dual port is connected to two master stations. This is the first way, that is called as radial circuit. Coming to second one, multiple RTUs multi-drop circuit. You can see here two master stations are there. It may be 2 to 3 also, number of master stations may be more, but I have taken here only 2. Here you are seeing the in previous one, the multi-drop circuit. One circuit is connecting to number of RTUs. The same circuit is connected to two master stations. So this is called as multiple RTUs multi-drop circuit. Coming to the third one, here multiple master station and multiple single ported RTUs. Here master stations are in n numbers. You can see master station 1 to master station n, and RTUs also you can see there. There are many RTUs with single ported RTUs connected to master stations. Means here it is like a in the single master station configuration we are seeing master second one, that is single master station and multiple RTUs. Such things are here with group. Means there was only one master station is connected to number of RTUs. Here like that configurations are in n numbers. That's what master station 1 to n. And the fourth one of the second category is multiple master station and multiple dual ported RTUs. You can see here all the RTUs are of dual ported, and each RTU is connected to the different master stations. See, the RTU 1 is connected, one port is connected to master station 1, another port is connected to master station N. Same thing, RTU N1's connection is like that. So many RTUs with dual ported can be connected to any number of master stations. It may be 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 5, like that. Any master stations are connected. So this is called as multiple master station, multiple dual ported RTUs. Two categories are over. Out of two, total 7 kind of configuration we are seen. Coming to the third one here, that is combination system. Third one is called as combination system. These are the combination of master stations and submaster stations. Okay, this is a combination system. You can see here two figures are there. See, first one is one master station with one submaster station, and remaining two RTUs are connected. That is number of RTUs are 1 to n here. So one submaster station is connected with RTU 1 to RTU N1, and that submaster station is connected to a single master station, and the same master station is connected with the RTU 1 to RTU N2. Here you can see it's like a distributing the power. Some master station RTUs are connected to one submaster station. That master station is connected to single master station, as well as the same master station is connected to different RTUs. Apart from this, second one is, you can see it's like making the administration. See how there will be states after district, after taluk, after panchayats will be there, no, for different like the same thing here. RTU 1 to N1 is given to submaster 1, RTU 1 to N2 is given to submaster 2. Like that you can make till submaster N. All the submasters are given to main master station. So this is called as the combination system. And next one is system with gateway connection. System with gateway connection. You can see here there is a one gateway is there in between. Two master stations are there, and it is going through the gateways, and that gateway is connected to different intelligence electronic devices. See, IED 1 to IED N. So this is the multiple master station with substation gateway connection. It is called as gateway connection. Okay, so this is the fourth type, and the last one is networked system. Networked system, you can see the drastic technological advancement in the networking have made the such system popular. They use WAN, LAN for networking. So this is given in this figure. You can see the things clear. Master station is there. Through router there is a WAN, wide area network. Then once again router. There is a switch. That switch is connected with IED 1 to N with using the LAN. So this is called as networked system. So total standard SCADA configuration is of 5 types. That is single master station configuration, multiple master station configuration, then combination systems, system with gateway connection, and network system. Subcategories are of here is, first one is, that is single master station is having 3 subcategories. Second one is having, that is multiple master station configuration is having 4 categories, and remaining 3 are single type. So these are the SCADA configuration. Coming to the functionality, the software of SCADA system supports the following functions. These are the functions to be supported by the software of the SCADA. That is, one is access control, second one is HMI, that is human machine interface, then trending, alarm handling, logging or archiving, or sixth one is report generation and automation. Okay, these are the functions should be supported by the software. Access control is user are allocated in group and have the predefined read write privileges to the data, and HMI is multiple screens are supported with the combination of text and figures. So modern software system supports the graphical linking with the objects, or provide drag and drop facility from a library to create a new synoptic diagram or resize it or zooming it, scrolling it, all those things are there in HMI. So in trending, display of the different parameters varying with the time is called trending. That is with the time how it is changes, the parameters is a trending. So common trending facilities are provided are predefined parameter to be trended on a chart, parameters defined on line and trending, historic trending, and zooming and scrolling display the parameters of with the values of the cursor position. Say if you are taking a cursor to somewhere, it has to show what it is and what is the condition there. Okay. Next is alarm handling. Based on the limit and status checking, alarm handling should be done. Logging, through logging and archiving are used to synonymously. Logging generally refers to a medium term storage, whereas archiving in a long term storage of the data. Then report generation. Reports can be produced using the SQL queries and database automation. The last one. Actions are initiated automatically and triggered by the events. Okay, these are the functions should be supported by the SCADA software. Okay, in the next class, let us see the users of the power system SCADA. If any queries, any doubt, you can contact me in our WhatsApp group. And after this SCADA unit, I am going to give you the total notes of the SCADA. Then we will go for AGC. Thank you.